Why is there always one of these guys wherever I go? I swear, these guys just show up at the weirdest and most random and inconvenient times. Yep, wandering traders and trader llamas. You guys need to just, like, go away. I'm trying to do something here. Go away. Whoa. I think they buffed the creative damage because that was a lot of hearts, but okay. Anyways, today I thought that I would try something interesting. So in light of the new Snapshot that just came out, that added a ton of new building blocks, I thought that I'd try and experiment with them and find some cool ways you can do stuff with them. Oh yeah, real quick, I do want to mention that last video I set a like goal of 2 likes, and at the time of my making this, we have 3 so far, so we blew past that like goal. I'm very pleased. It may not seem like a lot, but it means a lot to me. So if we could get 2 likes again on this video, that would be very epic. Thank you. So I actually put together 3 different small, like, mini builds, like, to sort of show off ideas that that occurred to me to use them for and stuff like that. First, I just sort of want to go over some of them because they added a lot, like a whole new palette, and then like it added additions to already existing palettes. So over here we have the Chiseled Nether Bricks, which has like a skull on it. Looks like a wither skeleton skull actually, and it only ever like orients in one direction right now. Maybe they'll change that eventually, but anyways, we have the cracked Nether Bricks as well, and it's a little bit like, it just looks sort of like someone mined it with a pickaxe and it stopped like halfway through the animation. So maybe they'll make that a little more subtle, like with the normal stone bricks when they're cracked. And these aren't really new, but I just thought that I'd stick them in here anyways because I use them. It's the basalt and then the polished basalt, which are actually a lot more common now. I'll show you why in a sec. But then over here we have the completely new block palette called Blackstone. And this naturally generates in a new biome that got added in the Nether, and I'll show you that in a sec. But we have Blackstone, just normal, and then we have slabs, stairs, and walls of Blackstone. Oh my gosh, what is with creative mode and rain? Bruh. Let's get rid of all that. And over here we have the polished variants of Blackstone. It's actually even more like purplish and stuff. This looks very interesting. I don't know what I'll be using it for specifically, at least the rough, like unpolished Blackstone, because the polished looks a little better. Anyways, it comes in stair form, slab form, and wall form, and it also can be chiseled, and that kind of looks almost like a shulker. That's a little bit what it looks like. Maybe like the new Strider mob or the shulkers. That's some form of that is what the chiseled looks like. I sort of like how they're going through for like a specific theme with all the chiseled blocks where it each has like a different mob. And over here we have polished Blackstone bricks, which I actually think look pretty cool. And they also have slabs, stairs, walls, and a cracked variant. And this cracked variant, I actually like it a lot better than the cracked variant over here of the Nether brick, but I still could use maybe like a little bit more polishing to make it more subtle, in my opinion. But let's just step through over here into this Nether portal. We'll talk about that stuff over there in a sec. But if we come through here, this actually spawned in the new Nether biome. And of course, the Trader Llama is here. But what do you expect from Trader Llamas? Anyways, this is the new Basalt Delta biome. And it's sort of meant to be like the aftermath of a volcanic eruption. And I think it looks really, really sick. And so basically it's almost completely basalt and then blackstone. And also magma cubes spawn more heavily in these new biomes. So this is where you can find large concentrations of magma cubes, which will be very helpful in terms of getting lots of magma cream, because normally it's a little bit hard and annoying to find it. But yeah, like the fog in the background and stuff is sort of like a grayish, sort of almost pinkish a little bit, and there's these really, really nice ash particles. And it's just generally a really cool biome. This is where you can find just the raw blackstone and tons of basalt. But anyways, let's head back to the overworld. So this morning I was sort of playing around with some different stuff. I was trying to find a way to actually make these crimson planks and warped planks look good with other blocks, because they kind of look nasty by themselves. And I think I sort of found at least a good combination for the crimson. The diorite and the crimson actually looks kind of cool together. And I think the crimson doesn't actually look that bad with the blackstone. Neither does the warp. They both actually look kind of cool. I think there could be some cool combinations and color palettes with that. And I tried this with andesite. It doesn't look quite as good as that with diorite, but yeah. I was also messing around a little bit with these logs because I wanted to see like what would be a good use for them. And so they kind of look cool as like a floor and then with diorite, but right over there, as you can see, I have a better use for them. So if we come around here, this was the first build I did, and I wanted to incorporate the crimson planks and the diorite. And I also used the new wall mechanics, because now all types of walls will now merge with panes, iron bars, and because now all types of walls merge with the panes and iron bars, so it doesn't look nasty, and it's a lot cleaner looking. It just makes like even more possibilities for layered walls and builds and stuff. So I think this looks pretty cool. Actually, surprisingly, the diorite just plain looks actually really nice with this crimson. At least I think it does. Some of you may disagree because I know a lot of people don't like diorite. And these, what are they actually called? They're the soulfire torches. They look really nice with this as well. And on the back side here, I actually had to put these levers anyways on the back of those blocks to make the trap doors work. And so I decided just to put cauldrons back here full of water in the brewing area just like for fun. And I also actually discovered a nice use for at least the crimson stem. I don't know too much about like the warped stem. It's a little odd looking. I'm sure there's good ways and creative ways people will come up to use that. But this actually looks pretty good as a floor. Like all the veins kind of line up, and it generally just looks nice. It's almost like carpet, just a little bit. And of course it has that nice glowing animation and all that, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this build over here, before I got interrupted by the weather, I primarily tried to use new blocks that got added in the new snapshot. As you can see, we have the basalt. That's technically not in this snapshot, but it's still new for 1.16. And I have the polished black stone. Let's just get rid of that. I have some of this chiseled nether bricks, and I have some various blackstone bricks and slabs and stairs like mixed in around here. And I just try to give it sort of like a castle-like feel, not fuel, bruh. And this crying obsidian, since it actually emits light, watch this. If we set the time to times at night, it actually gives off light. So you can see if we place it down, it creates light, and it drips those really nice particles that are like the deep purple, and they actually kind of like stay on the ground for a little bit. So it actually provides a real nice ambient lighting, which I'll probably be using a lot once 1.16 comes out and I'm not doing modded. But yeah, these blocks, the new ones that they added, work really well with other stone and castle stuff. They don't go as well, at least from what I was doing with wood. I'm sure that there'll be ways that they will, but when I was experimenting, they really go well together with plain stone and andesite and stuff like that. And the final build over here, I wanted to use these really nice looking quartz bricks. And quartz is already one of my favorite blocks, and now that it has a brick form, I'm just so happy, because like it seems like something they should have, but they did such a good job with the texture. It looks so clean and sort of pristine, and I was like, okay, I gotta do something with that. So I sort of made like this front here. I'm just sort of experimenting with different stuff and using the walls again and the new wall mechanics. And so the quartz basically goes well with stuff that it did before, and it also still goes well with these walls it goes well with the new wall mechanics. And I tried to make like a weird door that isn't actually a door, because I was putting in real doors and it's just not looking very good. So I made this weird like door that takes up 2 blocks, but it's actually only like 1 block wide, using stairs, and it actually looks pretty cool. And these soulfire lanterns look really nice for lighting as well. I feel like the soulfire stuff goes best when you're trying to make a softer lighting, like often maybe for illuminating the outsides of buildings. Like this might actually look better if we made it just normal torches, but if you want to illuminate maybe like the outsides of stuff, then the soulfire various like light sources might be the best, because like it's not super bright and garish, but it still provides that sort of just nice bit of illumination. And it's same for the lanterns and all that stuff, whereas torches are a little bit more like stand out. They create more light. That just for me doesn't look quite as good as this. Also, it might just be because I'm excited for the new torches, but still. Another thing that occurred to me is that if you use glass panes for a window, it looks so good if you surround panes with just any type of wall. So let's just try a stone brick, like I did over here. If you were to do something like this, like you could do it any size, but just this would be the smallest. Like if you surround panes with any type of wall, let's just try stone bricks and dark oak real fast over here. That actually provides another layer of depth into it. So there's technically 3 layers of depth here in just a 1 block wide, technically, wall. And I think it'll look really nice to surround panes with the walls. It just sort of makes like a nice border like here. And that 1 extra little sliver of depth adds a lot to the build. It may seem kind of small, but it does add a lot overall, especially looking at it from far away. Like that effect is so satisfying. But those are just some of my thoughts and ideas on the new blocks and stuff that got added in the new Snapshot. I think 1.16 is going to be a very exciting time, not just for exploration of stuff, but also for building, because they've added a lot of new stuff. But definitely leave your thoughts down in the comments on my designs and stuff, and anything that you would have done different or noticed about it. And yeah, let's see if we can get to 2 likes again. You guys exceeded last video's like goal. I asked for 2 likes and we have 3 so far at the time of my making this. Who knows, we might even get more, but that was really awesome. I greatly appreciate that. So thank you guys. But if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a sub with notifications on so as not to miss out on new videos. Thanks guys, bye.